If you guys have a reluctant writer or want a creative way to teach your kids how to write, then you're going to want to hear more about this curriculum. So stay tuned and I will show you the inside of this awesome curriculum. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool, and if you're new to my channel, I am a homeschooling mom to 3 children, and I have a reluctant writer. So I was on the search for a curriculum that would help my reluctant writer to not make such a big deal about writing time, and something that he would enjoy and have fun with, but also learn everything he needed to know about writing. And then I found WriteShop, and WriteShop was wonderful enough to send me a copy of Primary Book C in order to review it for you guys. So I want to show it to you today. We did our first lesson today and it was awesome. So I'm going to take you guys inside this book and tell you what it's all about. So this is WriteShop Primary, and it comes in books A, B, and C. It introduces beginning writer skills to your K through 3rd graders using games, crafts, picture books, and one-on-one teaching. It's a parent-guided writing curriculum. And I'm going to read to you what it says inside. So it says, understanding the purpose of WriteShop Primary is designed for parents to work closely with their children. As you interact with your child, you help him explore the world of words through a variety of colorful and meaningful activities. It's not meant to be a rigorous writing program. It's an introduction to beginning writing skills that gives children tools to experience success as they develop the ability to write. It's great for advanced writers or those just beginning to learn how to write. They learn about the writing process, which is planning, writing, and editing, with fun activities that keep them engaged. When they're done primary, they can move on to WriteShop Junior and then WriteShop 1 and 2. So looking at the table of contents, I'm going to first show you the different types of themes that we'll be learning about in this course, and then I will share with you how it's taught. Okay, so lesson 1 teaches about planning the story, using story ingredients to plan a story. The theme is telling time, telling when the story is taking place, what season, what time of day. Lesson 2 is about writing a mystery. Lesson 3 is self-editing. Lesson 4 is journal writing. Lesson 5 is descriptive writing. Lesson 7. Lesson 5, 6, and 7 are descriptive writing. And then 5, you're learning to describe a thing. And 6, you're describing a person. And 7, you're describing a place. On lesson 8, they're writing a book report. Lesson 9, they're writing a report without research. And then on lesson 10, they're writing a research report. So there's a placement test on the WriteShop website to see what book your kid will start with, whether it be A, B, or C. And then it teaches you about planning a schedule. So you get to choose your schedule. If you started at the beginning of the year, you can do a 3-week schedule, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it tells you exactly what you're going to be doing for those days, having Tuesday and Thursday off. If you're doing a 2-week lesson because you want to have a little bit of a faster pace, you don't have a full 30 weeks remaining in your school week, you can do it in 20 weeks by doing the 2-week schedule and having Fridays off. It tells you what to do. And then if you are starting in the middle of the school year, like we are, actually towards the end of the school year, you can do the 1-week lesson plan, and it tells you how to do that here. Teaches you how to teach kids at different levels. It lets you know all the supplies that you're going to need. It talks about creating a writing center. And then it goes about teaching the lessons. So with every lesson, you have a focus and a theme, and you have learning objectives. You'll have different materials that you'll need because this is a very hands-on writing program. And you have advanced prep that you need to do the day before for most lessons. So WriteShop Primary is split into 8 activity sets. So for activity set 1, they have an activity worksheet. In activity set 2, there's guided writing practice, which we'll talk about, along with pre-writing activities, a picture book to read out loud, and related warm-up games or exercises. Activity set 3 is guided writing practice and brainstorming. Activity set 4 is guided writing practice, the writing project, writing the first draft, smaller steps, And then that's for younger or reluctant writers, or Flying Higher, suggestions for fluent or advanced writers. For activity set 5, you have another guided writing practice with editing and revising the first draft. For activity set 6, it's just guided writing. Activity set 7 is guided writing, publishing the project, your final draft. And then activity set 8 is guided writing practice, evaluating the student's work, want to do more. So when you see here in your schedule, let's say you're going with the typical 3-week schedule, you just started this in the beginning of the year, you would have your sets here. Activity set 1 on Monday, activity set 2 on Tuesday, activity set 3, and then it goes on to the following week, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's for 3 weeks. All the different activity sets for that one theme, that one unit. Now every day, or almost every day, or on specific days, you have guided writing practice. Now what that does is it teaches and models and demonstrates writing techniques to your child. So you get a topic and you're actually writing for the child. Whatever that topic is, your child is the brains and you are the hands. They are telling you what to write, and you're modeling proper handwriting, proper punctuation. You're adding your own words to help add descriptions to it. You're really teaching them and modeling a good writing project for them in every guided writing practice, because kids learn best by watching other people. They get to see how you're adding punctuation to the end of all your sentences, how you're capitalizing your letters, and get to see a little bit of your creativity along in the process. It also teaches left to right progression, letter formation, correct spacing, word patterns. So each WriteShop book comes with activity set worksheet packs. And when prompted, you'll be using these worksheets in your writing. So here today we did Hickory Dickory Dock. It was just an introduction to who, what, when, where, why, and how. And then he had to write his own story on the back. So I'm going to tell you what else we did for the first lesson after I show you this. Okay, so at the end of each lesson you have this writing skills evaluation chart where you actually evaluate the different skills your child has, and so that at the end of all the lessons, by the end of the book in lesson 10, you get to see how much they've progressed. This is also great to keep inside your portfolio to show your evaluator. So these are some of the different activities. So you have their mini story detective file. They have to edit this story, make a make-believe journal. What is it? It's like a matching thing. Here's a writing practice, describing the clown, choosing words to use to describe the pond, and different things like that. So for your pre-writing activities, this helps to prepare the kids to write through picture books. So you read them their favorite picture books, and then they'll ask you questions based on that picture book to have your child look at different parts of the writing process and stories using their favorite book. It also teaches you to make a super speller wall or folder using the spelling words that the kids are learning. And so we'll look into a lesson. So our first lesson today, we had to make the story ingredients chart, and then we had to identify what each of them meant. Where is the setting, when is the time, what is the problem or situation, and so on. They will use this in their writing. It referred to story ingredients like cooking ingredients. When you have all the ingredients for something that you want to cook, when you mix them together, you make something yummy. So, and the same thing with the story, you mix out all the ingredients, it creates a good story. After doing that, we did the Hickory Dickory Dock paper that I showed you. We did it together. And then since we're doing the 1 week lesson, we had to do activity set 1 and 2. So for 2, we did guided writing. So using the story ingredients, he had to retell a story or something he was excited about doing today, or something that was going to happen tomorrow or another day this week. So we did that together. And we put it in our top secret folder here. And he had to draw a picture of it in the top, and then write down who, what, when, where, why, or how at the bottom. And then every time we do that, we're going to place it in our top secret folder. But before writing, we had to plan the story. So we went through the process step by step on planning the story, making sure we had all of the elements. And that was the assignment, the first two assignments. So I am super excited to continue with this program with my son. He had no problem doing it today. Normally he hates writing and he dreads it and he's melting down to the bottom of his chair. But today it wasn't like that at all. He enjoyed doing the activities. They didn't take a long time and he loved that we get to do it together, and he doesn't have to write that much because I'm also helping him write and the guided writing practice. So if you guys are interested in WriteShop, I'm gonna leave a link to the website in the description below for you guys to check out. Make sure you check out their page and try the placement test to see where your child would place. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos like this, curriculum reviews, homeschool day in the life, or motherhood videos, make sure to subscribe and I will be producing more content like this for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.